ahead, Officer Harris.
36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena Taylor is now presiding. At this time, there will be no eating, no sleeping, no talking, no gum chewing, no smoking, no drinking, no driving or riding in a vehicle, no laying down or lounging. Please keep your devices on mute until you are addressed by one of the courthouse staff. Also, keep your devices on a level surface so that you may be seen on screen. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. All right, Ms. White, I'm gonna call Mr. Anthony Walston's case, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. These are the matters of people versus Anthony Walston. This is ticket number P11983333. One count drove while license not valid or improper license. One count no valid registration certificate. One count defective butler. Also calling case number P119832. One count expired plate. One count improper plate. One count no insurance mystery. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon. Rita White on behalf of Mr. Anthony Walston. Please say your name, Mr. Walston.
Anthony Walston.
The date and time set for the arraignment, I believe. How do we proceed in this matter?
Oh, wait, formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf.
Yes, Your Honor. I did receive a copy of the plea offer from the city attorney's office to plead to a reduction of failure to display and the civil infraction of no registration, failure to provide no certificate of registration. He would like to accept the plea offer.
Is that right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, sir. Did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, do you still want to move forward with the plea?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to read the location and place, and if you can make the factual basis for me, I'll make the one for the no valid certificate. Yeah, registration certificate, if you can make the plea for the drove while license not valid as failed to display, attorney. And that on the day of May the 11th, 2021, in the area of Grand River and Warwick Streets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Anthony Walston was driving a 2005 Honda vehicle in that area and failed or had no valid registration certificate. Attorney White, if you could establish the drove while license not valid or improper.
Yes, on the date and time indicated by this court, were you indeed operating the vehicle communicated by this court?
Yes.
Okay, and were you stopped by a city of Detroit police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and at the time upon request or demand, were you unable to provide did you fail to display a driver's license to the
Yes,
officer?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied.
The court is satisfied as well. Is there a stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to no valid registration certificate and an amended plea to count one of that ticket ending in 333 of failed to display a valid driver's license or improper plate. Failed to display a valid driver's license for drove while license not valid. Sir, the one ticket that's a civil infraction carries a fine of no valid registration. $105. Now, I have no discretion, that has to be paid within 14 days, so that's due no later than 12/21/21. Okay, sir? Are you
Yes, ma'am.
currently?
Can you repeat that, please? You faded out.
I said, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna assess a fine for the other ticket in the amount of $200, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to pay that. I'm gonna give you until March the 7th, 2022, since you have to pay this 105 really quickly and to have that other $200 paid, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and the rest of the council will be dismissed at this time, including the civil infractions, okay? So you'll have to pay the 105 and the $200, and then any reinstatement fees, and you'll be all set, okay, sir?
Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Miss Stephanie Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's your husband's name?
Chad Wright, WRIGHT.
All right. I guess the question is really, I know you're here today on his behalf, but when can he be in court? He has to be in court, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. He works for DTE, and the power outages, he wasn't able to come down from the pole to be able to get there on time. So he was requesting a reschedule if we may.
Um, Ma'am, you can write down January 20th, 2022 for him, okay?
Yes, what time?
That's gonna be at 8:30 a.m.
Will we be sent a notice, or how would we know to link on?
So just use the same log on.
The same,
So the fact that I'm doing this, I was gonna say, I know you're trying to help him out, so I'm trying to help you out. He said,
I appreciate that.
What was the other question?
I just wanted to make sure that it was the same judge when we go to sign on for the Zoom.
It is. I was gonna say, it'll be the same login numbers and everything, 8:30 a.m. on January 20th, 2022, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Thank you, you as well.
All right. Bye-bye. And, I'm gonna just put it on record just between us, so we can have record of it. Okay. This is case number T1210-290. This is the people versus Shad, right? Shad, right? One count of fail to secure a loan. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on information. We are just simply going to move his arraignment to the date of January 20th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. His wife signed on and said he was not able to come into court today. And so because of that, the court is going to move to that date as an arraignment on information, because he was not arraigned. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ms. Wagner?
Aisha Wagner,
Yes,
why did you come back to the courtroom?
Yes,
Why did you come back to the courtroom?
I didn't know how. I can hear you saying my name, but I didn't know how. This is the first time I ever Zoomed before. I didn't know how to keep coming back. I was trying to learn how to mute, but I couldn't. It kept knocking me off.
When you mute?
I
Okay, do this.
apologize.
Okay, do this. Do you see where you can go back into breakout room number 9?
Say it again.
Do you see where you can go back to breakout room number 9?
Number 9. Oh, courtroom number 9.
Yes, breakout room number 9. Now, when you go in there, stay there because the attorney is gonna go looking for you there. And if you're not there, you'll miss your turn.
Okay,
So don't come back out to the courtroom. Go back in breakout room number 9.
okay. Don't know how. Oh my God.
That's okay. I'll just put you in another breakout room. I'll put you in breakout room number 10. When you get that invitation, just press it.
There we go. Ooh.
Okay. All right, let's see.
I'm muted.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there
Yes,
a
ma'am.
reason, is there a reason you came out of the breakout room?
Oh, they told me to come out of the breakout room because I told her I wanted to take it to trial because of the simple fact that,
Okay, sir,
Yep.
just go back into the break. Oh, okay. All
I
right,
apologize. I'll let everyone know to stay in.
all right, thanks, Rita.
I'm sorry.
Now just yeah, keep your device on mute.
Okay.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm finding you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Court started an hour ago. How may I help you?
I thought it was 2:30.
No, it's not 2:30. It started at 1:30.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 2:30. That's the information that I have was 2:30.
On what paper?
I don't have any paper. I was told this about 6 months ago, and I had it in my reminders for 2:30.
What's your name, sir?
James Weaver. It's for arraignment.
Okay. Mr. Weaver, I'm gonna put you in what's called a breakout room. Nobody's gonna be in that room with you. An attorney will come in there and speak with you about today's case and today's matter.
Okay.
Just hold tight. Don't come back out to the courtroom asking if you forgot about you, even if it's a long time, just because we have other people on as well, okay?
Okay.
Room 10, please join that room.
Yes.
Go ahead, Ms. Wagner. Ms. Wagner? You're on mute. Aisha Wagner?
Can you hear me?
I can. Why did you come out the breakout room? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, why did you come out the breakout room?
I thought she told me that when I was done with her, I was supposed to come back to court. Was I supposed to just wait there till you come?
Yeah, just wait there until the judge brings you out.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry.
No problem. Can you get back in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'm about to try. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, while I'm finishing up with, I hope close to my last, there's, Donald Young has some state matters that there aren't offers. There's two, so I was hoping you can get a state.
I'm gonna dismiss those as a part of the plea today.
Awesome. But I was gonna ask as default. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
You ready, Attorney White?
I believe so. I just want to make sure I check mark off everyone. I think. Yeah, I believe I'm ready.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Everybody, please keep yourself on mute until I call your case.
Yes.
Everyone, please activate your camera for me so that I can be able to see you. Please keep yourself on mute until I call your matter, please, okay?
Okay.
And on the phone, in order to mute your phone, press *6 on the cell phone where it's just a call in. Thank you. Mr. Leroy Wilson, can you unmute yourself and show your picture, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready?
Your Honor, there was one person that Lawrence Walker, he could not
Yes.
hear me. I still believe he can't hear us. So I wasn't able to talk with him.
Okay, we'll figure that out. Let's do the rest of it. Figure that out.
You want me to remute?
No, you're good, Mr. Wilson. I'm gonna do everybody and then, thank you for asking now.
All right.
These are the matters of the people versus Leroy Wilson. This is ticket number P1210140. One count of fraudulent insurance information. Also calling ticket number P1208624. One count 21 to 25 miles over posted speed. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Rita White on behalf of Mr. Leroy Wilson.
And Mr. Wilson, can you state your name for the record, please?
Leroy Wilson.
This is the date and time set for an arraignment on the information. How are we proceeding?
Waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. What would you like to do in this matter? Attorney
Your Honor,
White?
we're respectfully requesting his case be scheduled for trial before Your Honor.
Mr. Wilson, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Wilson, you had an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private. That would have been Ms. White about your case and about your rights today.
Yes,
And she's informing me that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of fact. Is that correct, Mr. Wilson?
yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna set this matter for a bench trial on the date of April the 2nd of 2022. That's gonna be at 9 a.m. It is going to be a Zoom trial, so use the same number you used today to Zoom back in. I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal on both of these matters. And if there's
Thank you
nothing
very,
else, yep, if there's nothing
you.
else, that's what concludes this hearing, okay?
Thank you very much. You have a great day.
You're welcome. I'll see you April 2nd, okay? April 2nd, Zoom back in the same way you zoomed in today.
Okay, well, I will get some kind of notification, correct?
You do for trials, yes, you will get a
Oh.
notification.
All right, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too. Have a better one.
Thank you. Miss Aisha Wagner, Miss Wagner,
Yes,
okay, I'm gonna call the matter next. This is the matter of the people versus Aisha Wagner. This is ticket number P1211539, one count, open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. You're on mute, Ms.
Yes, Rita
Wagner.
White on behalf of Miss Aisha Wagner.
Ms. Wagner, can you state your name for the record, please?
Aisha Wagner.
This is the date and time stamp for the arraignment on the information.
Yes, for arraignment purposes, waive formal reading stand.
The court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Yes, Miss Wagner, I believe, would like to accept the plea offer.
Is that right, Ms. Wagner?
Yes,
Okay, if so, please raise your right hand for me, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes,
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms. Wagner, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
yes,
And did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for this plea today?
no, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
no. I was the passenger in the vehicle and the driver had literally was reaching down and I did hold the beer, but I was holding it in the air.
We'll just have to set up a trial.
All right.
Oh, no try, I'm sorry.
It's your jury trial, ma'am.
Okay,
Which one would you like to have? A bench trial is before myself as the trier and the finder of the fact. A jury trial is with six citizens of the city of Detroit who will decide this matter. Which way would you like to proceed?
I
today?
want to, I'd rather just do what the lawyer said the first time. I could
It's too late now.
say that
ma'am.
again, I'm sorry.
It's too late now because you already began explaining how you didn't have it. And you answered no to my question that you're not guilty. So I can't accept it
Right.
now. So you get to have a bench.
Okay.
trial. Okay. Which one do you want, ma'am?
I don't know how to do this because I really don't want to go in front of a trial. I wish I could just talk to you, but I can't. So I'm guilty.
No, I asked you no. I asked you honestly, you already said no, and then you began to explain, and I didn't hear the explanation. But once you said no, you're not guilty, I have to take that and accept that. And so now your options are a bench trial or a jury trial.
A bench
Your Honor,
trial.
Yeah, just for the record, just to play, if I can place the offer on the record, the offer from the city attorney is to allow her to plead to a reduction, a change as in terms of the change of the charge to disorderly conduct, which will allow her to, for the city attorney to allow the matter to be delayed for 12 months, and upon completion or in compliance with the conditions of the court, the case will be dismissed outright. I did advise Ms. Wagner that if she's
that's
not
what it
guilty,
was.
she's not guilty, but if she wants to admit to the violation and have it dismissed on her own accord, that would be the plan for it to happen today, for the process to start.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna set this for a bench trial on the date of April the 2nd, 2022. That offer will remain open, but now I don't see Ms. White. I wish I could. But after she said no, when I asked was she guilty and she said no, I can't do this. not conscience today. So, I'm gonna set it for a bench trial on the date of April the 2nd, 2022 at 9 a.m. I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal. This will be a Zoom trial, so just zoom in that same way that day, Ms. Wagner, and we'll see if the officer appears in court that day. And then at that point in time, you can decide how you want to proceed forward, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes the hearing. I'm sorry, Ms. Wagner. Once you say not that, no, I can't. I just can't in good time.
Okay,
So you have a good day.
thank
okay,
you. Have a
ma'am?
good holiday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Lawrence Walker. Oh, you didn't get a chance to talk to him. Sir, you have to figure out how to connect your audio. We can't hear you at all, so you may want to disconnect and try reconnecting. I'm gonna continue on the rest of the docket, okay? Okay. Donald Young Jr.
How you doing?
Can you move your there you go. All right. You ready? These are the matters of the people versus Donald Young. This is ticket number SP 1210263. One count drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2 of that same ticket is drove while license not valid or improper license. Count 3 of that ticket is improper plate. Also calling ticket number SP 121022932. One count, no proof of insurance. And count 1 on that same ticket is no rear view or defective mirror. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. Donald Young.
And Mr. Young, can you state your name for the record, please?
Donald Young Jr.
This is the date time set for an arraignment on the information.
Away formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Young would like to accept the plea offer. There are 2 state matters that we're requesting as part of the plea, well, be dismissed, but he would like to accept the plea offer.
Okay. And Mr. Young, your attorney is requesting that if you take these pleas on these 2 counts, that not just the 1 ticket will be dismissed, but the 2 state matters will be dismissed as well. And the court is going to grant that today if you would like to proceed forward with these 2 matters. Is that how you want to go?
Yes, but I got a question. Those are all the tickets that's pending against me, right? For the city of Detroit.
Yes, these are all the tickets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Young.
Cool. I got you. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so
yes.
if you wanna-
Sorry about
Thank you. That's okay. If you want to take advantage, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Young, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney? That would be Ms. White today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward, Mr. Young?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to establish the factual basis for the blockading ticket. And then Ms. Young, if you would establish the basis for his driving while license not valid, that on the date of June the 6th of 2021. Make sure I had the right date. Yep. Mr. Donald Young was driving a Chevy in the area of in the city of Detroit at that point in time and did have no rear view or defective mirror. Can you establish the factual basis for drove while license not valid, please?
Yes, on the date and time and location indicated by the judge, were you driving a vehicle?
I was driving, but the part where she said Chevy kind of threw me off. I ain't never had no Chevy.
A Chevrolet?
Yeah, I ain't never had no Chevrolet. I got an Expedition I got an RT Durango.
What vehicle were you driving on that date that you were stopped by the police officer?
What year was that?
2021, June the 6th of 2021.
If that was this year, it had to be my Durango. I only had a Durango. I mean, my other truck's been messed up for like a year, you know, and this truck been messed up since about what, like August, so I haven't been driving at all.
Your Honor, I think I'm asking that this probably should be set for trial because this could possibly a defective ticket if they don't even have the right vehicle.
Yeah, I never had a Chevy at all in my life. I had Ford and a Durango.
I know, Mr. Young, it's okay. Do you want to have a jury trial or a bench trial? A bench trial is a trial before myself as a trier and finder of fact, and a jury trial is 6 citizens of the county of Wayne. How do you want to proceed?
Bench trial.
Okay, and I'm gonna set it for the date of April the 2nd of 2022. We'll put all your tickets on that same date and time, okay?
Cool.
All right. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
I don't even.
Okay. Hello? I don't have the headphones, so I can't make phone calls. That's why I make phone calls by myself.
You gotta stop moving so much. Karen Washington, you have to stop moving. Okay? Lawrence Walker, did you get your sound fixed yet? I don't know what's going on. You're lighting up, but we can't.
Here, I'm sorry. I had to unmute. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Ms. Washington. We're trying to work on somebody else too. But I'm gonna call your matter next, but you gotta stop all that movement. You done a whole bunch of stuff that I've seen. You gotta sit still. This is important. It's live on YouTube, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Do you want me to remute?
No, I'm gonna call your matter now, actually, Ms. Washington, okay?
Okay.
This is the matter of the people versus Karen Washington. This is ticket number P1207636. One count of drove while license suspended, one count of interference with city employee. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of Miss Karen Washington.
Ms. Washington, can you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Karen Washington.
This is a date and time set for an arraignment on the information. How are we proceeding?
Waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf.
Your Honor, Miss Washington has been extended an offer which she would like to take advantage of.
Is that right, Ms. Washington?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney? That would have been Ms. White in private about your case and about your rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for this plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're gonna give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, do you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, Ms. Washington, I want to take you back to the date of June the 7th of 2021. Were you at that time in the area of Gratiot and Lyndhurst Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Ford vehicle?
Correct.
And at some point in time, did a police officer stop you, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Attorney White, can you establish a factual basis for me on what happened that day?
Yes. Now, on that date and time, did you have contact with a government official?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And you're aware that if you want to proceed with a plea of guilty, you would have to acknowledge you're guilty, but if you're not, we should set it for trial. Are you prepared to proceed with a plea of guilty?
My answer is I am, but I will honor my oath to the court. If
Well,
I'm
honoring your
asked,
oath is, let me stop you. If you're not guilty, the court will not accept a plea. You can't just plead guilty because you want to get this over with. So if that's the case, which you just indicated, you were not stopped by a police officer.
no,
under
ma'am.
oath. Okay, so we're gonna need to schedule this for a formal hearing trial.
Right. Would you like that to be a bench trial or jury trial, Mary?
I'll take a bench trial and let me apologize, Your Honor. I'm fully aware of the questions that are being asked of me, and I'm not trying to change it. I accepted the plea, but not knowing that you were gonna ask that particular question. And that's what threw it all out of, I was willing to just accept it and move on. But when you asked me that specific question, I have no choice but to tell the truth.
I'm not upset, Ms. Washington. I don't want you pleading guilty to something that you're not guilty of. And I don't know all the facts, only you and the officer who was involved know all the facts. So we can have a good trial. It doesn't bother me either way, okay, ma'am?
I'm sorry to take up the time like this, and it has,
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna set this for a bench trial on the date of April the 2nd of 2022 at 9 a.m. Okay, ma'am, it's gonna be Zoom, the same way you zoomed in this afternoon, Zoom in for the morning instead. I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
I appreciate it, Your Honor, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Washington. I'll see you back on April the 2nd at 2022, okay?
Thank you very much. I can leave?
You can leave, Ms. Washington. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Walker, we can hear you now, so put yourself on mute. After we finish going through the rest of the matters, I'll have her come in and talk to you really quickly about the offer, okay? So just.
Thank you.
We can hear you now. Good job. All right. Mr. Elijah Watts, if you can hit *6 on your phone for me, please.
Yes.
Okay. This is a matter of people. Yes, sir, we can hear you, Mr. Watts. I'm calling your case now, okay?
Okay.
All right, this is the matter of the people versus Elijah Watts. This is ticket number T1211936. One count improper plate, one count drove or registered or untitled vehicle, one count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. Elijah Watts.
And would you state your name for the record, sir, please?
Elijah Watt.
This is the time and date set for an arraignment on the information.
Yes, wait for a reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Watts is requesting a bench trial before Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Watts, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Watts, did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And she's informing me that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of fact. Is that how you want to proceed in this matter?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to set this matter for a trial on April the 2nd, 2022 at 9 a.m. I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Eric Washington.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you. This is the matter of the people versus Eric Washington. This is ticket number U595-65321. One count of I think it's, possession of drugs. Ticket number B 1207147, one count reckless driving, one count drove while license suspended. Also calling case number SP 1187153, count 1, drove while license suspended, count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. Eric Washington, who is present.
And Mr. Washington, can you state your name for the record, please?
Eric Washington, how y'all doing today?
Fine, thank you. The date and time set for the arraignment on the information.
Wait, formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding on this today?
Mr. Washington is requesting, I believe, a bench trial before your honor.
Okay, can you please raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yep.
Say yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, sir. Mr. Washington, did you opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone, she's informing me that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of fact. Is that how you want to proceed in this?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to set this matter for a bench trial on the date of April the 4th, 2022 at 9 a.m. I am going to put a personal bond of $0 on all of these matters, okay?
Thank you.
All right, there's nothing.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I have another court date coming up in like 2-3 days, I believe. I think it's for the.
We pulled all of your tickets, sir. I think the next court date that was coming up was for the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And we pulled that ticket today, and so you don't have to come back on the 13th. We took care of everything today. We'll send everything for a bench trial according to you on April the 4th of 2022.
And I have another one on the 1st next year. I don't have to go to that one either.
We pulled all of your tickets. The next time you come back to court is going to be on April the 4th of 2022 at 9 a.m. for a bench trial on these matters, okay?
Yeah.
All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. James Weaver, Mr. Weaver. Hit the unmute button, sir. Can you ask you to unmute?
Yes, I'm can you hear me now?
Yes, I can, thank you. You ready?
Okay.
This is the matter of the people versus James Weaver. This is ticket number P 1204300. One count of drove unregistered or untitled vehicle. One count no insurance misdemeanor. One count allowing unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. James Weaver.
And Mr. Weaver, can you state your name for the record, please?
James Weaver.
The date and time set for an arraignment on the information.
Wait, formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding?
I believe Mr. Weaver would like to accept the plea offer.
Is that right, Mr. Weaver?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, sir. Did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, do you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
Okay, I want to take your attention back to the date of June the 9th of 2021. Were you in the area of Bobian and Wildemere Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Dodge vehicle at that time?
No, I was not.
Not Wildemere, I apologize. Winder and Bobian Streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Okay. And while you were driving that vehicle, were you stopped by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And did your vehicle you were driving was it unregistered at the time?
No, it was registered.
I apologize. Actually, this was the matter that I did put notes. I had to find, obtain the notes that we were looking to see if we could have the city attorney come kind of maybe modify the plea offer. Because as an officer of the court, I did see verification of registration on his vehicle.
Did you have insurance, sir?
That's the issue.
No, not at the time.
You didn't have any car insurance?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, Attorney White?
Satisfied.
The court is satisfied as well and will amend this to improper plate and dismiss counts 1 and 2 of this particular matter. Okay, sir? Are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna assess a fine today in the amount of $200. But I'm gonna give you 60 days to pay that. Will that be enough time, Mr. Weaver?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna give you until, day is that, February the 7th of 2022 to have that $200 paid, okay, sir?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing, okay?
Okay. Have a good day.
Just be mindful that the no insurance and proper plates takes the fines that the Secretary of State or the cost Secretary of State could assess if you were found guilty of no insurance as charged, okay? So that's
I did the improper plates for him though.
yes, so it'll take off the Secretary of State
Yeah,
coming after you.
okay, all right. It's gonna help you out, Mr. Weaver, just
Yes,
know that.
it'll help you out. Just want to make sure you're not like, what did I do? What may
You're
happen?
good. We helped you out, so you'll be all right, okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Too.
All right. Ms. White, I'm gonna put you into a breakout room with Mr. Walker so you can talk to him about his case, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm gonna put you into breakout room number 1. Please join that room and Attorney White is gonna come in there and talk to you about your case, okay?
All right.
We're ready, Attorney White.
Yes, we are.
This is the matter of the people versus Lawrence Walker. This is ticket number P12010111. One count disregard traffic control device, one count driver drove while license revoked. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Rita White on behalf of Mr. Larry Walker.
And Mr. Walker, can you state your name for the record, please?
Lawrence Walker II.
The date and time set for an arraignment on the information.
Await formal reading, stand mute on the revoked license ticket.
At this time, the court is going to issue a plea of not guilty on his behalf. How are we proceeding today?
Yes, Mr. Walker, Lawrence Walker would like to accept the plea offer.
Is that right, Mr. Walker?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Walker, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for this plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, Mr. Walker, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
Okay, I want to take your attention, sir, back to the date of June the 5th of 2021. Were you driving a Volkswagen, it looks like in the city of Detroit, in the area of Wilshire Drive and Dunstan Avenue?
Yes.
While you're driving, was your license revoked at the time?
Yes.
Driver's license?
Satisfied.
Satisfied, thank you. And the court is satisfied as well. And will accept the plea to the amended charge of improper plate and dismiss count one, the civil infraction, okay? All right, Mr. Walker, I saw your eyes get big. Improper plates is it's a non-extractable, 9-point ticket that goes for this, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, okay? So it's a little lesser. It won't extract to the Secretary of State's office so that you can hopefully apply if your license is suspended or revoked to be able to get that back, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm in the process of doing that now.
I figured as much. Is this the only city you have tickets in, sir?
Yes, I have no other tickets. I'm actually working with a lawyer to try to get my license back.
That's excellent. That's excellent. How long have you been working with that lawyer?
Since actually I got off of probation last month, but he wants to wait for 6 months to prove that I can be sober without being on probation.
Okay, sir. So you had some traffic issues with your circuit court then? You said 'cause you were on probation.
I was on probation with 72nd District.
Oh, okay. In a different district. Okay. All right, sir. You dressed very nice before today too. I really appreciate that. Are you?
Oh, I know
currently-
that it helps. The judge wants you to dress proper.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Are you currently employed, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. How long were you on probation in the other area?
2 years.
You had lots of costs and fines too, didn't you?
I paid a lot.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna waive your costs and fines today. Good luck, sir. You may have to pay what's called a reinstatement fee. I can't waive that, that's $45, but I'm gonna waive the rest of it, okay? Good luck to you getting your license back, okay?
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm working hard towards it right now. Thank you.
You sound like it, so I hope that's not a show and that you're really trying to do that, sir, okay?
Oh, no, it's no show. Actually, I really didn't try to get in trouble. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but it was totally a mishap, and it was a blessing in the same account because it has helped me be sober now. So I've been blessed.
Congratulations on your sobriety, okay? Keep
Thank
it
you.
up. I have to work on it every day, but you can do it.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing, okay, sir? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
have a
you.
good day.